Hi, I'm Cameron Emmanuel Burns, reporting for FinTech Futures here at FinovateSpring in San Francisco, and I'm delighted to say that I'm joined by Kristy Duncan, the CEO and founder of Women's in Payment. How are you? How are you enjoying the conference so far?
Awesome, Cameron. Thanks so much for having me. It's going to be a great conversation.
I'm really looking forward to it, but for those who may have not come across the company, can you give us a brief overview about it?
Sure. So, Women in Payments started in 2012 on the side of my desk in Toronto. We have grown now to 6 global markets around the world: US, Canada, Australia, EMEA, LATAM. We have a community of about 50,000 people around the world, and our mission is to offer career growth opportunities for women around the world of payments.
So what are some of those key challenges facing women trying to break into the payments industry at the moment, and how does your organization try and address these challenges?
Oh, that's a really big question. So, what we as women face in this and many other industries is things like unequal career advancement opportunities, the gender pay gap, the sticky floor, the glass ceiling, the glass cliff. We've got gender gaps all over the industry. You've got pay gaps, we've got authority gaps, we've got funding gaps, all these things that women struggle with. So what we as an organization do is we try to bring awareness, of course. We try to engage our male allies to help us advance this agenda. We try to overcome these gaps through education, through policy making, and we offer programs for our women such as mentorship, leadership, and just trying to help women get to that next level in their careers.
So there's a panel happening tomorrow discussing women in fintech, and one of the topics they're planning to discuss is how factors such as technology, the pandemic, and new ways of working have changed how enterprises of all sizes are looking to attract and retain their female talent. So a couple questions to you. What is the most significant factor in your opinion, and do you agree with that sentiment for these changes? And what could be done to help fintechs retain their female talent going forward?
Great question, Cameron. So yeah, for sure, the world of work has changed, certainly since the pandemic, and we're seeing this new normal kind of evolve around the world and across the industry. And one of the things that we're seeing is this hybrid work model that some companies are taking to one extreme, saying work from home all day, every day. We don't even want to have an office. We don't really want to see you. Happy to have you go work on a beach somewhere. That's great. And the other extreme is the companies who want people in the office all day, every day, 5 days a week. I think we're going to settle into something in between. And for women, what that means is we need to make choices to give us the opportunity to build relationships with our key clients, our key colleagues, and also to have opportunities for that peripheral learning that it's really hard to do that on a Zoom call. So to retain that female talent, I think we need to build culture that really allows women to feel welcome and supported in our workplaces, not just the afterthought, oh, maybe we should have a women's washroom, whatever that is, but also to have women at all levels of the organization, because you can't be what you can't see. Yeah. And it's proven that if you have more women at leadership levels, it increases your employee engagement, your retention, and the ability to attract talent.
Oh, super. And can you discuss some of the initiatives that Women in Payments has implemented so far to support women's career development and advancement in the industry, please?
So this is something I had no idea what I was creating way back in 2012. But what we created is a platform for women to gain recognition across the industry, to build their industry profile, to build their networks, to build their knowledge about payments, but also to get coaching and mentorship. We've got mentorship programs, we've got leadership training programs, we've got awards and recognition programs. So all these things to help women build their careers across fintech.
Super. And looking ahead, what are your goals for Women in Payments going forward?
Oh my gosh, well, I'd like to take over the world. I'd love to really see more gender parity at leadership levels of our payments organizations, of our fintechs, of our banks, of our payment networks, because that's going to be beneficial for all of us, for our customers, for our employees, for our shareholders.
And super. And finally, can you tell me any new developments coming up for Women in Payments at the moment?
Oh, wow, we're so excited. So in Australia this year, in November, we've got our 10-year anniversary in Australia. It's going to be absolutely awesome. So it's a great excuse for all of us to go down under and join the Aussies. We've got our 50th conference since we started in 2012. Will take place in Singapore in October. And stay tuned for my first book about career development.
That's very exciting. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to me today, and I hope that you enjoy the rest of FinovateSpring.
Looking forward to it. Thanks so much.